Thursday, June 26th.
Good morning, I'm Leslie Stewart. Well, Morning Live's been running a great contest, a front yard makeover contest. We had lots of interesting pictures come into the station, and, well, we finally picked our winners. It's our big front lawn makeover, and, well, we have our coach here from Terra, and you officially went to see this property, and we have our contest winners here today. We'll introduce you to them in just a few minutes, but when you first saw the property and we picked the winner, what did you see that were some of the significant problems?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say problems. There was an old stump in the yard, just not a lot going on. Yeah. So just to create something that is a focal point that looks good was the...
There's the property right there, so we were able to get a basic look. So yeah. It wasn't as if there wasn't as much life to it that there could have been. So it was nicely taken care of, but there's a lot more that could have been done.
Yeah, a lot more color to be added, just creating a focal point.
Now, obviously, there were some of the good things that they were doing as well. They were trying to create just a better curb appeal on their home, so they have done something.
Yes, so they added a walkway, repaved the driveway, put new windows on the house, so that was really kind of, I think, the start.
Sure, that's a positive. So then it's easier for you to work with from the beginning, right? Because then you know that, I mean, having new windows in the front of a house and alone is a bonus, right?
Yeah, and the new walkway with the colors and the shape of it, the line really took for a nice shaped bed.
Wonderful. Well, we should probably meet these winners. So come on in, Mary Lynn and Ralf Sunderman. Congratulations. Where are you guys from?
Burlington.
Burlington. Oh, wonderful. So now, how long have you guys been living in this residence?
20 years.
20 years. So you decided there's something you wanted to do a little bit more, and thus the new windows and that. And so, are you happy with what's been going on?
It's great. Yeah. It's really nice. It's finished it off really nicely. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations to both of you. And we're going to go through the course of the morning, and we're going to show exactly what we did. So we're keeping all of our viewers in suspense. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Lots more to come here on Morning Live. Please stay with us. Okay, and we've been talking about our big front yard makeover contest that we've been holding on Morning Live, and we have our winner again here, Ralf, and of course your wife, Mary Lynn, and we have our coach here from Terra Gardens as well to talk about this property that we made over, and we're now getting into sort of the nitty-gritty. And when you first looked at it, what was kind of some of the prep lore that we needed to do?
Well, digging the garden was really the first manual step.
And that's where Ralf got involved, right?
Yeah.
You guys weren't just going to do this without the manual labor from Ralf, right? How did that go, Ralf?
It went well. What I thought I could do in a couple hours actually took me a day and a half. So it was a little more than I thought. The garden seemed to have grown a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens. And your neighbors are like, go to sleep, Ralf, and things like that.
That's right, yeah. Ralf, it's late. You'd make too much noise.
Yeah, sure. Now, I understand you also like to sort of draw out a sketch and basic idea of what you want to do.
Yep, so we go through, get plant ideas. I kind of get an idea as to what the customer wants, and then I sketch it out, and in this case, spray painted the garden.
Okay.
So Ralf had a
perfect
template.
Oh, that's good. You don't want to be digging off into your neighbor's garden, and then Laura's just all upset with you. So
yeah.
That works so well. So that was your basic plan, and that's nice. Though you guys, did you and Mary Lynn have an idea then what you wanted it to look like?
I'll say Mary Lynn had an idea what she wanted to look like, and she's the brains, I'm the bronze, sort of thing. So it worked out quite well. Yeah.
You're the digger, and she was the planner.
Exactly.
So between you and Mary Lynn, you worked something out, and
Yep. She had some good ideas as to plants that she wanted, and we put those in and had a lot of color. And
yeah, because there's a lot of things, you have ideas, but then it's great when it comes to someone like you, where you have the expertise behind it, and you know how to layer things and make things look really great and fill. Yeah. And you know how things are going to bloom throughout the year. And that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, wonderful. All right, we're going to be back here at Terra Greenhouses. We're up in the number 6 location, way north of number 5, and a great location here if you want to come by. Lots of good things and big sales going on as well. We'll be back in just a little bit after this quick break.
Hey, Leslie, how you doing?
Hello, Bob. Hi, Annette. That's right, and we're back with Laura, which is our coach for this morning for our front yard makeover here at Terra, and we're back with Mary Lynn as well, which is the other half of the wonderful couple who won our contest. You guys are from Burlington, and you were able to go up to the Milton location of Terra and do a little bit of a shopping spree. So how was that experience for you?
It was great. I mean, it was Laura and I had a lot of fun picking out all the plants and wandering through. And
so you obviously did your planning in to start with before you went, so you had a little bit more direction once you got there. And I guess it's helpful having her around too. Right?
Exactly. It was great. Another head to think about.
Sure. I know when I come to Terra, I'm just like I'll just wander for hours and until they kick me out, because I mean there's just so many things to choose from. So let's talk about some of the choices that you did make for the garden and give us a few details. And I know that there's some color and some green. So how'd you balance it all out?
Well, there's a lot of shade at the Sunderman's home.
You have to take that into consideration, right?
Definitely, yeah, in plant selection. Mary Lynn knew some of the things she wanted, like the dwarf Alberta spruce. So with that, it's evergreen green. We put a evergreen blue spruce in, as well as a burning bush that turns a brilliant red in the fall.
Those are cool in the fall, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
So that color combination really sets things off. Then we came through with some lime greens and hostas. Heuchera is another plant that does well in the shade, and we threw some impatiens in there.
And that's when you know a garden is done well, when you can see all the different shades of color. Because sometimes gardens, people just sort of pick what they like personally, but it may not all work together, and then all of a sudden it's just all dark green or something, right?
Yes, exactly.
Gives you a little bit more balance and some real life to it.
And having color throughout all the seasons is also another consideration that you want to think about.
Now, of course, Mary Lynn, is our contest winner, but if someone wanted to get their garden done, they can come here to Terra and talk to you, and you can do this for somebody as well, right?
Right. So what happens is the customer comes into the store or calls one of the 4 Terra locations, and then I get a hold of them. We set up an appointment, and I actually go to their home, and it all goes from there.
That's good. That's handy. That could be good for a lot of people. All right, we have a whole lot to show you, and we're going to take you through this wonderful makeover at Terra here. And again, we're on the number 6 location, but there are 4 locations. We'll be back in just a little bit. We were talking earlier on with Mary Lynn and how you went up to the Milton location and picked out all the products and brought it back, and sort of how you were laying it all out. But let's talk a little bit about mulch. And I think a lot of people have questions about mulch and how it really helps. And I mean, obviously it's nice looking, but there are other benefits.
Right. The mulch, which is just wood chips, really helps to keep the moisture in the ground. So you're watering less.
Right.
And in these times, it's a good thing.
Sure, yeah.
But it also helps to keep weeds down, so you're weeding less. And a good 2-inch layer of mulch is what I recommend.
That's the thing, because some people don't put enough, right? And it does blow and it moves throughout the course
and it breaks down too.
Sure.
So a good 2 inches is probably good for the year, and you really want to replace it yearly.
Now we're looking at the property right now and unloading a whole lot of bags as well. Now we were talking earlier as well about the tree stump. There's an old stump there. What did you guys do with that?
Well, actually, luckily, as Ralf and Mary Lynn were trying to get it out, it just came out. It had been down long enough and rotted enough that it was really easy to take out.
Oh, that's good. So, sometimes I imagine the root system can be pretty intense and it would be difficult to get out.
Yes. So with the roots that were in there, I suggested that they rent a hand tiller. So it's going through and breaking up the ground and making it a lot easier once you start the actual digging.
Oh, wonderful. Well, it's looking good already. So I guess the big step now is coming up in the next stage. We are actually going to show the final product.
Yeah.
A lot of work. So how many days did it actually take to you guys to put this all together?
Well, as Ralf said, it took him about a day and a half to get all the work done. And then we went out and during the course of the afternoon got it all planted and in the ground.
Once you put your mind to it and you have all the product, then away you go, right?
Yeah, and people. That always helps too.
That's the thing. Hire people. All right, very good, Laura. Yes, Bob, and we are officially going to unveil. We're going to show the before and after of our front yard makeover contest. And we have, of course, our winners back if you're just tuning in. Mary Lynn and Ralf, and you're from Burlington. And we had our lovely coach here from Terra. And you were able to go in and plan with them what they wanted and put together a really great front yard. So let's show the before so everyone can see exactly what it used to look like, which wasn't bad. It was just, as you say, very simple, and we wanted to add some more. So we're going to show a little bit there from the beginning. And that's the after there. I'm just going to say, that looks pretty good. That's the after. So this is where we've added all the mulch. And also we should talk about the lighting, because lighting is very significant when you're looking at a garden, and it really helps accent, doesn't it?
Definitely. It helps accent the plants as well as the house, and in this case, the new walkway. And in the evening, being able to see the focal points of the larger shrubs in lights.
That must just make it look so great at night.
It does. It really does.
It looks fantastic. I love the way you've gone up the side of the driveway there and just sort of made almost made a bit of a
wave
through there. Yeah, that just adds a whole lot more character. Yeah. Now, tell me, when did you guys finish this whole project?
Last Tuesday.
Yeah,
last Tuesday. So you've had some opportunities, maybe some family, friends, neighbors. What have you been hearing so far?
everybody really likes it.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, it's such an upgrade that it's wonderful.
Well, isn't it good too? I think it's good for neighbors as well because it just creates good curb appeal for you, and it brings up the value of the neighborhood for everybody when people take care of the front yard of their property, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're happy.
Very happy. Very happy.
Oh, that's
Great
good.
experience.
Yes, wonderful. So the lighting that you put in, was it solar lighting, or how did you guys work this lighting?
No, it's low voltage lighting.
Okay.
So it does run off the plugs. It was donated by Terra and Kitchener Lighting to the Cinnamons on top of their
That's a bonus,
front yard
right?
makeover. Yeah, really
So
good.
you don't like
bonus.
flipping through your garden in the middle of the night in the dark. So this is
Yeah.
wonderful. Oh, that's great. Well, we love it. It looks good, and you did a great job. And Laura, when we come up a little bit later on, we're going to talk to you again, and we're going to explain to people this whole program, that how people can get this done for their properties as well. And it's very, very easy and straightforward, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Sounds
right.
Good.
Good. We'll be back in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick break here. A lot more coming up on Morning Live.